What's up, guys? We're here at Chad Rocke's second vlog tour. We're here at, it's not a house hack, but it's actually a full-on Airbnb. The whole main unit and the basement are operated as a full-on Airbnb situation and Airbnb listing. So what's great about this location is also it's like maybe minutes away from my place as well. We just really like the Sherwood, Westminster, North Arvada area. We're minutes from like the 25, 36, from downtown Denver over to Boulder. So the biggest part about this property is that it's a 6-bed, 2.5 bath, and we got 3 beds upstairs and 3 beds downstairs. So pretty sweet. So let's go check it out.
What's up, Ian? Welcome to my crib. So here we are in Sherwood, about 12 minutes north of downtown. This is a 6-bedroom, 2.5 bath. That's an Airbnb property. We did a little bit of work to this. We did the landscape here. Grass is an enemy of mine that can never keep it alive. Maintaining it, watering it, I hate grass. So we put in the landscape of it. We put in egress windows, as we'll see a little bit more, but did a little bit of work to it, but we can go on in and check it out. So this, you just used to be just all dead grass, and we put this egress window in, and actually this used to be the sidewalk was going just that way, directly out, and so we took that concrete out because we had to put the egress window in, so then we just kind of moved the sidewalk a little bit over that way. So the upstairs is a 3-bed, 1.5 bath. And this was a flip, so we purchased it after it was flipped. We did do a little bit of work, which we'll kind of get more into, like the egress windows, electrical panel, landscaping, but everything up here, as you see, was already done. I like to see things photographed well, and again, for Airbnb, you have 3 seconds to sell them. So again, stainless steel appliances, nice cabinets, a stainless steel hood, new flooring, new paint. This was all done. So it photographs well, and we'll go check out the rest of the house. So we have a 1-bedroom here. This is the smallest of the bedroom. This is a queen bed. A little bit tight, but it works. And you have the bedside touch lamps with USB chargers in them, and closet here. One thing too, we have a little chair. It was recommended by someone to put their shoes on and stuff. So we have the chair, we have the luggage racks in there. Then coming down here, we have the bathroom. This again, newer vanity, new flooring, tiled shower. It photographs well. A little bit on the smaller side, but it is nice that in this room is the master, and this room has a 1/2 bath, and so that's been a big bonus. I try to get that. You're not be able to get that all the time in houses, but if you can, it's definitely a bonus to have a 1/2 bath. A full bath would obviously be even better, but off of this master here is the 1/2 bath, which we can check out quick. This is a king bed in here. It's just nice to have that extra little space. And then again, we're gonna have space for work, a desk. With Airbnb, you wanna be able to have the potential for guests to stay a little bit longer, work from home. That's the world we live in these days. So anywhere you can throw a desk with a chair to be able to advertise as a work from home space, I definitely recommend that. And then here we have a queen bed in here. It's a little bit bigger bedroom than that first one, but queen bed, luggage rack. Yeah, is a pack and play. So at our houses, we're really trying to be kid friendly, and it's just another clientele that you want to be able to track, and it's super cheap. To pack and play is like 80 bucks. We got some books, some kids' toys. We put in all of our houses now. Pack and play is basically, it's a crib that the babies can sleep in. It's super helpful to have if parents don't want to travel with it. Some of the things that we're still work in progress of getting would be like kids' silverware and like plates and stuff, but toys. That could be the difference between someone booking it or not. Just a little pointer there. One other thing I can point out too, it's called an Ecobee. So it's a thermostat, it's a wireless thermostat, and I can hook it up to my phone. One, it can save money because if nobody's here, I can adjust it from my phone, set it higher. But probably more importantly is if people aren't here and then it's set you know, say 80 degrees and somebody comes and the house is at 80 degrees and it's going to take 4, 5, 6 hours to cool down, not a great first impression. So I can look at my phone, I know someone's checking in at noon that day, I'll go set it at 72, boom, they walk in and it's perfect for them. So it's been a great investment. It's like $200 and it gets the job done. But yeah, really open concept, kind of dining room, kitchen, living room area. This couch does pull out. So this house, we can sleep 14 actually in it. So it's a 6-bed, like I mentioned, 2 people per bed, and then the couch downstairs and this couch pull out, so you can get 14. There's not a lot of supply for larger houses like this, and so it's been doing very well for us to be able to get that many people in, of whether it be softball tournaments. Actually, the number one reason people come is funerals, unfortunately. We get a lot of like 2 or 3 family come to town for a funeral. And so they all stay together, and it's relatively cheap for, you know, split it 14 ways, that's nothing. Another thing we do always do in all of our Airbnbs is we partnered up with a local coffee company, Hunter Bay. And so we have a partnership with them that they give us bags of beans at a wholesale price. And then we've made up cards, like discount cards. So we leave those in the house, and then that drives business to them. They give us the beans at wholesale price, plus it's like a nice little local coffee leave behind. And I guess a little bit with the design was not my cup of tea, nor my partner's cup of tea. So we kind of threw this place together. I think it a little bit biased, but I think it maybe turned out. There definitely could be room for improvement, but that is one thing I would definitely outsource. In one of our other Airbnbs, my wife, Megan, Chris's girlfriend, Lauren, took care of that, and it was awesome. They did a great job. We didn't have to think about it. We gave them a budget, even though they went over budget. It's okay, it looks great. So just on that, like, if it's not your cup of tea, outsource it. So one other thing I want to point out is this door here is, this is essentially is 2 units, but we can close this door off, we lock it, 2 units. We had a deadbolt there before, so these people couldn't access down there, but it'd be a 3-bed, 1.5 bath upstairs, and it's 3-bed, 1 bath downstairs. And we were at first running this as the downstairs unit was a kind of a midterm rental. It was a woman and her 2 kids. They were building a house. They lived downstairs, and we were running this as an upstairs Airbnb rental. And then she moved out, and we opened up this door, and now we just run it as a full house. So we have all the options of the world of midterm, long-term, rent by room, but this door gives you that access to just switch it over to a full house. So this is then the back door separate entrance. We can step out here. So this is a patio area. We have a grill. There's a mountain view to the left there, just a little bit, if you can peek through there. But we've got some compliments of like, oh, the patio is really nice to go out on and you know, chill and grill out and hang out, and you can see the mountains off there in the distance. So out here, we again did the egress window, which is just a large enough window to get out of the basement if there's a fire. To be code, you have to have that egress window. That's about $4,000 per window. It's just one of those things that's necessary if you don't want to get yourself into too much trouble and liability wise. And then we also had to put in a new electrical panel because we do have 2 kitchens, again, which we'll see. But so that was an initial upfront cost of the electrical panel. 1 car garage, and we have thrown a air hockey table in here. So we have air hockey table and then washer and dryer. That this washer dryer setup works out well, because if we do want to run it as 2 separate units, everybody has access to this washer dryer. And so the downstairs people would access it obviously through this door, and the upstairs people access it through that side door there on the left. Check out the basement unit. All right, so coming down, we have over here is bathroom, living room area. So one thing also to note when you're looking is ceiling height. As you can see, I'm about like 6'2", and this is, you know, probably like 6'3". This right here, 6'2". You know, you're gonna want to watch your head, but so not ideal. I think it does work, and I think just being open up front on listings, or if you're renting it, hey, the basement ceilings, if you're 7 feet tall, it's probably not going to work. Bathroom here, full shower, gets the job done in the bathroom. So this again was done. The kitchen was in here when we had bought it, but pretty spacious, you know, kitchen, new stainless steel, fridge, the countertops, nice countertops, cabinets are nice. The one thing that's not down here is a dishwasher. So another thing to kind of think about is seating. 14 people, that's a big table. There's no room for a 14-person table. So we got a little creative. Upstairs we had the 6-person table. Down here, this is kind of like a pseudo work area slash, you know, these stools pull out. You could fit 3 people here. This we actually had in the kitchen. They moved it out, but you know, it seats 2 more there. So you got to get a little creative when you have a little bit smaller space like this to have at least some seats for people to sit down. And so we put the egress window in, three of them down here. This over here, I could show we did a little bit of modifying. So this was not a bedroom. It was it was kind of a bedroom, but it was very, very small, and it didn't have a closet. And so we put that egress window in, and then this closet area this wall was right here. And so we moved that wall that way to make this a little bit bigger and add this closet space. So here you can see it was just weird. It was just indented. There's like a little, that closet was on this side for whatever reason. So we just moved the wall this way. Also put in the baseboard heaters. So if you look on the ground throughout this basement unit, like there, we put the baseboard heaters in. That's another thing to think about when you're in a basement unit. The issue is keeping the downstairs hot in the winter. In the summer, typically basements stay cooler anyways, and there's only one thermostat upstairs. And so giving people down here the ability to control their heat was what we just did. Oh, by the way, one more thing too, as far as wall-mounted TVs, we've opted to do the wall mounts in pretty much every house we have. I think one, just makes it look clean. 2, obviously down here specifically, very limited on space. I would just look very cramped. And I've mounted them myself. I've gotten pretty good at them now. It doesn't really take all too much. It's find the studs, drill the holes, mount the TV. So this was nice when we were doing this renovation. They were doing some electrical work, and he put electrical outlet hidden right there. So that's really been nice to be able to hide the wires. That's one thing that some of the houses, you get the wires hanging down. It is what it is. But if you're going to be doing some sort of renovations electrical, and you want to mount the TV, boom, have them move up the electrical, and then you hide that wire. All right, we're going to go into a little bit of the numbers on this property now. So this was purchased in September of 21, and it was purchased with a vacation home loan. So a vacation home loan is a 10% down. My partner on this one was living in Connecticut at the time. We bought this as a vacation home, so that's 10% down. The purchase price was $515, so about $51,000 as far as down payment goes. Mortgage payment on it is $2,500. Some of the work that I pointed out, it didn't have to be done, it was optional. So we put in the egress windows, we put in the electrical panel, we put in the baseboard heaters. A lot of that stuff is optional right away. You can spread that out, especially if you're going to get into it and live in it. Like, you don't have to do the landscaping obviously right away. You can push that out a year or 2 years. And so our all-in cost for this was about $100K, which seems like a ton, which it is. But one, I partnered up, so it wasn't out of mine, and so we kind of split that cost. And 2, some of that was optional, where you could delay that in the future. Another thing to point out as far as furnishings, so a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. The upstairs was about, call it $7,000 or $8,000. That's doing it the expensive route of basically all Amazon and American Furniture Warehouse. You could do it cheaper if you want to run around town and pick up stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So for the whole house, about $16K to furnish it. That's included in that 100. So that's another expense just to be aware of. We originally were running this as the downstairs unit being rented out kind of on a midterm basis, a fully furnished midterm, and she was paying $2,600 for downstairs. And then the upstairs, we've been averaging about $3,000 when we were running it just the upstairs per month. So average about $5,600 per month on income, and that mortgage payment was $2,500. So when the downstairs tenant moved out, we then turned it into the full house, and that's really been up and running since basically like June. It has been a full house. In June, we did a little over 11,000 in revenue. Our average daily rates range probably from like $400 to even $1,000 a night. We've been able to get one of our stays over the 4th of July was like 8 nights, and we got $6,200 for that reservation. Again, kind of goes back to the supply and demand of larger houses in the Denver area, that people come and really, if you break that down between 14 people, it's still better than any other options people might have. So it's pretty much self-sufficient now. We got the cleaners locked in, we got the handyman locked in. We kind of handle the messaging on ourselves, but we have the automated messages set up with Airbnb. So it's been going good.